Hey, welcome to our daily housing crash update, where there's always a part of the housing market that is crashing. That's right, there's always a part that's crashing. Right now, maybe not prices, but there are some parts. But before we get to the crashing part, I wanted to talk about the new NAR buyer rules with agents, because as you probably know, the National Association of Realtors has changed and mandated some things that they haven't mandated before regarding realtors. And these affect buyers, in my opinion, much more than sellers. And so the thing that you have to be aware of is that before you tour a home, if you're looking to purchase a home, you're preparing to purchase a home, this is really important. If you're looking to tour a home and you see something on the market and you're like, hey, I want to go out and buy or look at that house, and you call a realtor like me and say, hey, Jay, I want to come out and look at a home, you are required to sign a buyer agent agreement with that realtor. And essentially that agreement is going to say one of many things. It could actually say almost anything regarding how they're paid, how that agent's going to get paid. It can also talk about things like how long the agreement's for. So the agreement could be just for that one day, just for that one house, or it could actually be longer. It could be for, a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months. There's really no limit to how long the agreement could be. The point is, you can no longer just walk in, just contact an agent on a Sunday afternoon, go over, see a house, and leave. You have to sign an agreement in order to even tour a house. And that has caused confusion, because not every buyer wants to tour a home. Not every buyer wants to sign an agreement before they tour a home, right? And a lot of relationships, at least the ones I've worked with, are built when we tour a home. So yeah, you're required now to sign an agreement before you tour a home. And you should read that thing really, really carefully, because it could, again, lock you into working with that agent for, months, and essentially handcuffing you to paying that agent a commission and a fee once you do buy real estate. So let's say you go and tour a home, you sign an agreement before that happens, and you aren't aware that, when you go actually purchase the house, you're going to owe that agent money that you hadn't planned on owing. And heaven forbid you sign two agreements. I've heard of that happening already. Buyers go, I'm going to sign this agreement. Then next weekend, I'm going to sign an agreement with another agent. I'm not reading the fine print. Now I owe two agents when I close on a property. Not good, right? So make sure you read that fine print if you're going to buy a house now, and work with an agent. By the way, it's all negotiable. All this is negotiable. So when you look at that agreement, if you don't like what it says, negotiate, push back on the realtor. There is no set in stone requirement regarding compensation, but definitely a wrinkle. And I've had people contact me wanting to see properties. When I tell them about the new agreement, they're like, what? That's crazy. I'm not signing anything yet. I don't even know you. I'm like, well, I know that's the way life works right now. We got to sit down and talk if you want to get to know me. But if you want to see the house today, you got to sign that today. It's not fun for me anyway as a realtor. I'm sure it's not fun for buyers, but that's the rule and that's the world we live in. So be aware of that agreement. So where are homes crashing right now? Where's the market crashing? It's crashing with sales. So home sales are down 2% year over year right now. Home sales are down 2% year over year, according to Redfin. And it's actually the lowest July on record for home sales. So what we're talking about is when a home actually closes, right? So realtors and agents and home buyers and sellers, they're closing. Actually, they're closing 2% less transactions than they were this time last year. So prices aren't crashing. They're not crashing. Sales are crashing, no doubt. And the other thing that's crashing is new listings. They're flat year over year. So this time last year, they're flat month over month, but they're only up 2.9% year over year, which means if you're looking and hoping and wishing and wanting for some type of real estate collapse, event horizon, I always picture these folks, a lot of them on YouTube want like an event horizon, right? Where one day you wake up and homes are all of a sudden like 40% less. You got to have a ton of new listings to do that. Like, you're going to have exponential new listings and distressed listings, by the way, people that have to sell today in order to crater the market with pricing. So new listings are crashing. There's just not a lot of people listing homes right now. People are like, no thanks, I'm not going to list a home. I'm going to stick with my low interest rate, my low price. I'm not going to move up into a nicer home. They don't put their affordable house on the market. And if you're a first-time home buyer, that's the house probably you want to go get, is that affordable home. That's not on the market. So it's going to be very difficult to find a price crash without an explosion of inventory. That's what I'm seeing out there in the marketplace, but I'm curious what you're seeing. Comment below if you're seeing more listings in your neighborhood, and if you're seeing price crashes, which if you're not seeing new listings, I bet you're not probably seeing price crashes. But anyway, that's my crash update today. I hope you have an awesome Tuesday, wherever you may be, and we'll see you again on my next daily housing crash update. I'm out.